hay gente cayendo, ya hay gente cayendo. Sí, ya sé que llegó uno.
Claro.
Está quebrado.
Supply box UAV is on the way. Target destroyed. Deploying supply drop to your location.
El amigo cayó acá en verde. No pasa nada. Vámonos. Dale esa. Obligado.
Enemy SAM turret active.
¿Mm?
Ah, y otra cosa, esa versión de Windows 11 se revisó, como tiene menos servicios corriendo en fondo plano, en segundo plano, te da más FPS en los juegos.
Tenemos todavía.
Yo acá tiro.
Loadout drop headed your way.
¡Ay, que me ha matado!
Yo creo que mejor es quedarnos aquí.
Por eso cogemos guantes de huevo y ya atrincheramos en esa tienda. Así todo el día puro ranking.
You've been marked as the most wanted target. Kill enemies and secure supply
Por
caches
eso me
to
eché a
close
dormir
the
ahorita
contract
hasta
on
las
your head.
8. A las 8 yo estoy haciendo ejercicio.
Mía, qué billetera. ¿Por dónde está la escalera? Ah, por acá. Como que no sé si he jugado solito. ¡Ay!
¿De dónde? Oh, ya.
¿Y qué arma es?
No
El
sé.
diablo.
Enemy UAV
No sé de dónde.
overhead.
Esa es la cosa.
Están campeando también. Ay, de ahí mismo.
Abajo, en la tienda.
Abajo, en la
No.
tienda. Conmigo, loco, abajo. Puta madre.
They'll fight for a chance to redeploy. Your squad mate was eliminated. Most wanted contract failed.
Yo estaba dentro del edificio cuando te bajaron.
Ahí ya se jodió ya.
Vivan mi gente.
Joder, pero que no entiendes por qué no me deja activar esa montada, marica. No hay la rara que no he podido activar, o sea, no he podido entrar a mi cuenta de Microsoft para poder activar Windows.
No, no te creo, marica.
Ay, me fui. ¡El diablo! ¿Y qué arma? No falla un tiro ese camba.
Hay gente ahí, marica.
Mira, coge el carro armado y ese te marco el carro, ¿qué?
Your squad mate is marked as a most wanted target. Kill enemies and secure supply caches to help remove the bounty on their head.
Sí.
Te cayó gente.
They've got a SAM turret online. Gas is inbound.
No creo.
Va, maldita rata.
Te van a buscar.
Me va a matar. Me lleno de granadas este camba.
Bah. Peligroso. Está clarito el auto. Cádica, amigo. Ahí está, se tumbaron un tiro. ¡Mierda! Hay una caja dentro.
Increíble, loco, está pelado esto.
Métete en la favela.
Ya me pusieron ellos de vivir, loco. Mira, vienen tras de mí.
De la X. Vuela. Coño, ya están ahí.
Sí, ya están aquí.
Si quieres escapar. Está revisado uno. Mierda, imagínate.
Y el dron.
Lo dejaste abajo el dron, Lito.
Ah.
Corre la tienda rápido.
You kept your squad mate alive. Most wanted contract complete. Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Vaya ya.
Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced.
Que me matan. Que me mata a ti, que te revive a Lito en la tienda.
No, ya me mataron.
Porque estaban disparando ahorita que estamos.
¿Cómo me vio si yo estoy detrás de la
Hostile
caja?
UAV in the area.
No,
Your
hijo
squad
de
is belly
puta.
up. Get this done on your own. Gas is closing in. Enemy UAV is online. there's a bounty on your head. Eliminate hostiles and secure supply caches to get rid of it. Fire sales over. Adjusting prices.
Sí, hay pasos cerca, listo.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy counter UAV inbound.
Hay gente cerca tuyo. Ya hay gente cerca.
Está lejos de la tienda.
Enemy UAV is online. Hostiles have established a SAM turret.
En las dos tiendas cerca tuyo hay gente.
30 segundos aquí. Como rata de alcantarilla.
Ah.
Malito. Rata de dos patas se cayó el litro.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Ay, si me quedó largo.
Most wanted contract closed. Redeploying squad mates. Good work. Hostile UAV in the area.
Pero arroz.
Bounty targets marked. Kill them all. Move to the safe zone. Gas is moving.
¿Qué es lo que? ¿Qué fue, oye?
Aguanta, aguanta, aguanta. Hay que hacer un top.
Tapa. Yendo arriba. Ya.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Atrás, atrás, atrás. Sí, por eso. Hay que agarrar el gas. llegó.
Be
Estaba
advised,
aquí.
your squad is down. It's up to you now. You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
No tenía ni máscara. Top 15, top 15.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Precision airstrike standing by.
Doy caigo.
Target's invaded. Now contract's been pulled. Go again. You're losing ground.
¿Cuánto
Move it.
cuesta? Tengo.
Izquierda tiene gente. A ver, te dije que tienes aquí gente ahí.
¿Sacamos top 15 o no? ¿Qué fue con Litos?
Ya apago el play.
Mía. Espera, voy a jugar un resumen.
muestra lo lejos que hemos llegado y lo
This right here
increíble
is a toroidal propeller, and I'm about to test it out. These were developed by MIT in their Lincoln laboratory, and they're supposed to be a lot quieter than your standard propellers. So before we get started, let me show you how I made these. First up, I had to model these out in Fusion, and then I went through and I 3D printed them. These were a bit difficult to print since they're pretty thin, and then I annealed them. This makes the plastic a lot more harder to break. And then I also went through and I completely coated these propellers in nail polish. Next up was time to test. So first up, let me just do a stock test with the propellers. Regular prop sound. Are we ready to give this a shot? I'm curious if it's even gonna take off. Here we go, here's what it sounds like. This right here is a toroidal propeller, and I'm about to test it out. These were developed by MIT in their Lincoln laboratory, and they're supposed to be a lot quieter than your standard propellers. So before we get started, let me show you how I made these. First up, I had to model these out in Fusion, and then I went through and I 3D printed them. These were a bit difficult to print. This right here is a toroidal propeller. These propellers are something called toroidal propellers. They're designed by MIT, and in today's video, we're going to test them out with sound, efficiency, and I want to say stability is the right word, because I think that's also important. Especially if you have some props that are, I want to say, very shaky in the air, they cause a lot of disturbance. They're not too fun to fly with. So in today's video, we're going to test all long process started. So the first thing I should probably talk about is how I actually ended up making these. So there's a long process, and I'll go through some of it in brief steps, but the main reason is I had to actually design these from scratch. There are no models online available. And then I went through and 3D printed them. I 3D printed them in the most newest filament that I had, so it should be the most, I want to say least damp to prevent as much bubbling as possible. I also went through afterwards and did a couple more steps. So the next step I did was something called annealing, and annealing basically is a process of like heating up a 3D filament, and it basically means that the filament will kind of half melt and then re-solidify and be a lot more stronger. It's a process that we use to make strong 3D prints, and so I used a hairdryer for this. I don't have a really fancy tool or anything. And then also after which I had to also go through and get rid of a lot of these layer lines. And I mean, I don't really care if they're visible, but they have to also prevent air from flowing over them and causing a lot of disturbances there. So I went through and also did a whole couple layers of nail polish on here to prevent them from kind of, I want to say, collecting air. So for the test today, we have, of course, the efficiency test, which I want to just do like a standard like battery flight test and see kind of like how long this flies for. Also, I want to do like a handling test to see how well it handles the noise, and we'll do a really DJI because of the fact that it was the only FPV drone that I had potentially. A lot, it just feels like the most, why would you buy stable because the drone's having to work a lot harder. Heck, like I don't think anyone's going to argue with you that for the efficiency loss that at least I'm seeing personally. So there's a lot of things you could attribute this efficiency loss to. The main one, of course, being that you're looking at these props that are, of course, a two-prop design, even though the lifting surface is probably equivalent. I just seeing efficiency not being the best. Of course, with my testing, I went back, tested it with a warm battery, got similar results. I would say that these are just not something I would trade for the efficiency that I would be losing. Time for have the same. heck out here. Holy crap. Yeah, y'all should subscribe. Ready, boys? Here we go. Here's what it sounds like. The noise, the high pitch especially, you notice a substantial less high pitch on these. Is it something that I would consider worth it? No, I got some weirdo strangers pulling up in here. I would not recommend these currently just because the efficiency trade-off that at least I saw was substantial. Now, I did a pretty good job like covering these in nail polish. These did get beat up already pretty bad, just from like grass and stuff like that. 3D, you know, the filament is not the, what is it, PTAG or whatever, is not the strongest. But overall, I think that's pretty solid, a solid test at least. And I want to end once again by saying that these are not the exact